Good morning, Soul Tribe. Oh my goodness. How did y'all enjoy that big, beautiful supermoon energy? Huh? Wasn't the moon just absolutely beautiful last night? Anyways, I hope you guys are having a great, shift through the energy, whatever the energy may be bringing in for you. And we're going to just kind of actually look at the energy around this super moon. I'm being drawn towards these decks. So let's go ahead and just jump in. Thanks for your guys' support. I love y'all. I'm so grateful. Thank you so very much. You guys are amazing. Truly, truly. You are so amazing. And I just want you to know just how amazing you are. All right, Spirit. Please and thank you, Most High Ancestors of the highest white light. Let's see. Using your time well and follow your own good advice. So, collective, some of you guys have used the energy very well, right? Maybe you did your own personal spiritual hygiene under this beautiful full moon. Maybe you've been setting up your protection or calling in abundance. I don't know. You're doing something and you're following your own good advice here. You're using your time well. Ooh, we got the black cat on the bottom. This talks about this talks about magic, but it talks about lost magic, atonement, and rebalancing. So some of you guys are strengthening your magic. Okay, is what I just heard. Maybe strengthening your skills, studying something new. Okay, you're keeping up. All right. What else about the moon energy? Yeah, alchemy. This says dress of alchemy, release and power. And it's time for a treat. Candy come angels. No, candy cane. What the hell, Spirit? Candy cane angel. Guys, I just woke up, okay, y'all. And dress of alchemy. All right, so now that we got the energy out here, let's see what we're talking about. All right, Spirit. Somebody could be planning, maybe you're planning on doing a ritual with your ancestors, or maybe you did it last night, or you're planning on doing that tonight, possibly. Okay, it could be a ritual of release. Maybe you're cutting some cords, collective. You could just be, offering your ancestors a treat. Okay. So if everything I've been saying, these little words I'm throwing out here, if that's resonating with you, all right, then I guess this confirmation that this is your reading, okay? Because I'm not really getting any other messages off of these energies other than this is kind of what you're up to or what you're doing, right, with this energy, the moon energy. So let's get into an actual reading, Spirit. Which deck do you want me to go to? All right, we're going to pull some of these. All right, Spirit. Baby, look. Bright future. That says bright future, okay? You got a bright future ahead of you, and that's what Spirit wants you to concentrate on. You have an optimistic outlook, hopeful, positive possibilities. Future looks successful and promising, fulfilled. Okay, whatever you're doing, keep doing it because you're doing something right, obviously, collective. Okay, you have a very bright future ahead of you, and remember that no matter what you're purging, right, whatever you're working through, because when you gotta release things, first you gotta face those things, right? Like, in order to release, you first have to kind of acknowledge what needs to be released, okay? And in that process, sometimes it can bring you down a little bit, especially when you're digging deep and you're pulling up, things that may have been repressed, Okay. But just remember, if it gets a little dark for you as you're pulling up the things that need to be released, just remember that spirit, your promise is a beautiful, bright future. Okay, positive possibilities. That is the promise that your spirit team has made to you. Just keep doing the work. Okay, is what I'm hearing. Keep studying, keep atoning, or calling in your calling in your black magic. Hold on, why did I was gonna say calling in your magic, but then I saw the black cat. Why did somebody? So collective, as much as you're doing purifying magic, you do have somebody. This is why Spirit's saying, remember, you have a bright future, because you do have somebody still trying to throw black magic your way. As much as you're up under the supermoon healing, being a shaman, okay, you got someone who's not, okay. Tell me about the black magic, Spirit. Why did you? Yeah, somebody who's a manipulative ex, and okay, and a joyful reunion. So either you got an ex who's you feel like it's a joyful reunion, and then you got a manipulative ex who's throwing black magic at you, or you're having a joyful reunion with an ex, and they have a manipulative person attached to them still, who is aware of a reunion, and this person is throwing black magic at you. So somebody does not want you to have, a joyful reunion with someone else. They want you to have waning interest. You see that match in the heart, and someone's trying to basically put magic on a reunion situation for you and make you disinterested in some person. They want you to see an ex as manipulative, and that could be black magic. Someone doing black magic. Heck, you're probably working on releasing whatever attachments or whatever energy, that you have to this manipulative ex. Whether they're manipulative or not, collective, you're going to have to decide. Someone definitely wants you to think they're manipulative. Someone who's doing magic, right, does not want a reunion between you and an ex. Why is someone going so far as to do black magic on a situation? Is it out of jealousy, or is there a deeper spiritual meaning as to why someone is hell-bent on keeping you from a reunion with an ex who's supposedly manipulative in the first place, right? Why? That's what I would be asking. Why? Maybe it has something to do with your healing, your releasement, your bright future. Why, Spirit? Let's ask why. Oh, because you're an earth angel, and you attract effortlessly, collective. So it could be jealousy, that you don't have to try hard to attract things towards you, especially whoever or whatever this is. Someone's jealous. Maybe it is a manipulative ex who sees you having some joyful reunion, and you're not out here, trying for that. You're just open to healing, and that is bringing in a bright future. Whoever's watching you they're super jealous of your effort, your effortless attraction here. Yeah, that you're diplomatic. Someone doesn't want you to be diplomatic with an ex. Okay, they don't want you coming together in a reunion. They want you to be a domestic servant. They want you to be afraid and feel like there's a storm brewing, so that you're not focused on helping someone heal. I feel like you're on assignment, collective, with a reunion, right? There's a reunion, you're on assignment as a healer. It has to do with maybe healing an ex. That you're coming into some sort of this doesn't mean you're getting together, but this person is coming into your path. Look how his face keeps changing, right? There's an assignment attached to this, which is attached to a bright future that someone else is aware of, and they want to stop. Okay, just be aware of that. Anything else? Yeah, it's time to get going. Okay, time to get going.